Hi to everyone. Today we will discuss about the grid computing. Last video we discussed about the Captiva of cloud computing and EMCIT, EMC, all those. Today we will discuss about the grid computing. What are the computing? Different computing paradigms are there. First, in cloud computing we have different computing paradigms like high performance computing, HPC. High performance computing is used to solve a large problems. This is one of the computing. It is a type one of the type in computing. First, like this video. If you don't like this video, first like this video and you don't miss this video. Now we will see. Don't skip this video. Watch till end of the video. Now we will see grid computing. First, before starting this video, first we will see what are the cloud computing paradigms are there. What are they? High performance computing. It is used to solve the problems. And next, distributed computing. Distributed computing is used for all the data will be distributed in different ways and solve the problem. And next, cluster computing. Cluster computing means all different clusters get together and it solves the problems. And next, quantum computing. Quantum computing means it is nucleus get together. All nucleus are there in this quantum computing. And next, parallel computing. Parallel computing will be, it is used to solve the problem same like HPC, but is only the difference the data will be in parallel model. Okay, now these are the cloud computing paradigms. Now we will see one of the technique, that is grid computing. Now we will see what is a grid computing. These are the cloud computing paradigms. Now we will see grid computing. Grid computing means what? Grid computing is a network of computing, which means that like this, different nodes, different computers are connected to the network. All these are connected to the network and it will communicate with each another. One node to the another node. Next, grid computing is a network of a computing. Next, managing activity of grid resources through the middleware is called the grid services, which means that now we will see topology of grid computing. Like this, topology of grid computing. Grid computing. Like this, there will be central node. For this, different computers are connected for this central node. Like this, node number, node 1, node 2, next node 3, next node 4, next node 5. We can take number of nodes. Node up to 6. Next, node 4 is connected to the communicate with the node 1. Node 1, node 3 is nothing but it is computers. Node means nothing but computers. It is communicate with each another. Node 4 is communicate with the node 1. Node 1 is communicate with the node 2. Node 2 is communicate with the node 3. Again, node 3 is communicate with the node 6. And node 6 is communicate with the node 5. Node 5 is communicate with the node 4. And node 4 also communicate with the node 5. Node 5 is communicate with the node 6. Again, node 6 is communicate with the node 3. It is communicate with each other. Same repeating process. And it is the central node is communicate with the node 1. Again the data is communicate with data is sent, central node is sends the data to the node 1 and node 1 also node sends the data to the central node. And next same like this only communicate with each other. This diagram is very important students. You need to know first in theory subjects you need to draw the diagram and write in point wise and subheadings so that you can gain more marks in semester examination. Now we will see this. Again it is communicate with the like this. This diagram draw in semester exam so that you can gain more marks. Now we will see like this. Communication process is done with each one node to the another node. In this point, grid managing activity, the grid resources, different nodes, different resources are connected to the central node. It is through middleware. Middleware is nothing but central node. It is also called as the middleware. Okay, now next in grid services. This process is called as the grid services. This process is called as the grid services. Next point, grid services provide the access control. The grid services will provide the access control, security, access data, including digital libraries. All digital libraries also included and databases. Databases is nothing but storage of data. Storage of data is known as the in database. All data will be stored in databases. Next, ability to make use the unused computing power. All the unused computing data, unused data will be stored in another database. Cost is effective solution. Next, as a way to solve the problems in a line with by any HPC. HPC is nothing but high performance computing. High performance computing. As we discussed, high performance computing is one of the cloud computing paradigm. Applications based on the high performance computing, it will solve the all problems. Next, any scientific problem, it will solve by collaborating this process. It will solve any scientific problems. Next, enables heterogeneous resources. By the cooperatively, it enables the heterogeneous resources. And next, grid computing enables aggregation of distributed resources. Next, grid computing is collection of computer resources. As we said that all collection of all these resources are communicate with the network. This is the point. Next, multiple locations to reach the common goal. To reach the common goal, all the computers are communicate with the network and it will solve the problems. This server, grid server, it is the server point. All the computers, database computers, all are connected to the grid server. Users, computers is nothing but we are users are giving to the grid server. This is the process of grid computing. Now we will see advantages of grid computing. What are the advantages? Mainly from the central point will communicate all the data. From the central point it will communicate. Advantages. Communication process is easy. Communication process is easy. From the central point, data will be communicate from each node, node 1 to node 2, all this process. And next, it is used to solve the problems and fast time. It will save the time also. These are the advantages of grid computing. This is very important students. You need to prepare very well. If you have any doubts, write in comments so that I will reply to your comments. And if you are watching first time, subscribe our channel and click on bell icon so that when I will upload the cloud computing all topics, you will get by notification. And like this video so that it reaches to so many students, and share this video. Thank you. Next video we can meet.